In part 3 of AVR Atmega 32 timers, let us understand all 5 timer registers associated with timers of AVR. First of all, let us look at TCNT and OCR register. Both these registers are 8-bit register. Timer count register, we can observe all 8-bit are read-write bit and their initial value is 0. Output compare register, that is OCR register, which is also of read-write type and its initial value is 0. During programming, both these registers are loaded with count and output compare match value respectively. TCCR0, that is timer counter control register, that is useful for selecting various clock sources for timer and counter unit. TCCR register is also having various waveform generation mode that is being decided by bit number 3 and 6 and various compare output match mode that is decided by bit number 4 and 5. First of all, let us look at clock selector that is decided by CS00, CS01 and CS02. 0 indicate it is for timer 0. So CS0, bit number 0, 1 and 2. If that combination is 0, then no clock source is selected. In that case, timer counter will be stopped and no time interval will be generated. So to stop the timer, it is necessary to provide 000 to clock selector bits. If clock selector bits are 001, then CPU clock will be given to the timer unit without prescaling. But in case of CS bits as 010, 011, 100 and 101, CPU clock is divided by 8, 64, 256 and 1024 respectively. So these are the 4 different prescaler value for timer 0. If CS0 bits are 110, in that case selected from T0 pin and it will be falling edge of the clock. Same external clock source on pin number T0 is selected with rising edge of the clock in case of CS0 bits are 111. As we have seen in table, there were 8 different sources for a clock. So 8 cross 1 multiplexer is used with 3 selection line as CS00, CS01, CS02 for selecting clock source for timer counter unit. Bit 7 of TCCR register, that is force output compare. This bit is active when waveform generation mode bit specify a non-PMW mode. Waveform generation mode that is being decided by bit number 6 and bit number 3 of TCCR register. If these 2 bits they are 00, then unit will be in mode 0 and it will work as normal timer counter. When WGM bits are 01, then timer is in mode 1, which is phase correct PWM mode. WGM bits 1-0 combination represent CTC mode, which is mode 2 of our timer, and WGM equals to 1-1 represent mode 3, which is fast PWM mode. In normal phase correct PWM and fast PWM, top is represented by 0xFF, but in CTC mode, top is decided by OCR register. In normal and CTC mode, OCR will be updated immediately. In PWM phase correct mode, with top value OCR will be updated. In fast PWM mode, with bottom value OCR will be updated. In phase correct PWM mode, counting takes place from top to bottom. So the timer overflow flag will be set when timer reaches on bottom. In other three mode, that is normal, CTC and fast PWM, counting takes place from 0 to upward direction. So whenever it reaches to the maximum value, timer overflow flag will set, which is indication of that particular timer interval is completed. Bit number 5 and 4 of TCCR register decide compare match output. These are the two bits. Whenever compare output mode is in non-PWM mode, that means waveform generation mode is either in normal or in CTC mode, then based on this upper table, compare match output mode is decided. In compare output match, again there are two bits. So the 0-0 combination, that is normal port operation, and in that case output compare pin will be disconnected. But in case of 0-1, OC pin of the timer will toggle whenever timer interval is completed. When compare match output mode is 1-0, it will clear OC0 pin, and in case of 1-1, it will set OC0 pin. Compare output modes will be different whenever waveform generation modes are either fast PWM mode or phase correct PWM mode. So in case of fast PWM mode, 0-0 combination, it will normal port operation and OC0 pin will be disconnected. In case of 0-1, it will be reserved. In case of 1-0, it will clear OC0 on compare match and set OC0 at the bottom. But in case of 1-1, it will set OC0 on compare match and clear OC0 at bottom. So OC0 status will be different in compare match output mode depending on whether waveform generation mode is PWM or non-PWM. Let us understand 8-bit timer with prescaler and without prescaler. In both cases, CPU clock will be provided to the timer unit. In case of no prescaler, CPU clock is directly applied to the timer unit. TCNT register is counting in upward direction and it is reaching up to max value. Whenever it will reach to the max value, timer overflow flag will be set and the timer will start again from the bottom. In other words, we can say after reaching to the max value, it will start from 0-0. We can call it as timer is rolls over. So again from the bottom, it is counting in upward direction. So from minimum value 0-0, it will add 1, and with every clock pulse, 1 will be added and count will be incremented. Again it will reach to max and process will be repeated. The same process is used with prescaler also, but there will be the difference in clock signal with prescaler. Let us assume that original CPU clock is applied over here. When we say that prescaler is 8, then original clock will be divided by 8, and that clock, that is CPU clock divided by 8, is given to the timer unit. So suppose if original CPU clock is 8 megahertz, then timer clock will be 1 megahertz. And based on that, the similar operation, that is counting from some specific value to upward direction and reach up to maximum value, will happen. Max value is FF hex. After that, timer will rolls over. It will reach to bottom and count again. Here also, whenever the timer will rolls over, at that moment, timer overflow flag will be set. It is necessary to reset this flag through software programming. Timing diagram for CTC mode is shown on this slide. We can observe over here that timer count register, that is counting from 0 to upward direction. Whenever it reaches to maximum value, so every time OC interrupt flag will be set. At same time, OC pin, that is output control pin of timer, that will toggle. In CTC mode, depending on COM0 1 and COM0 0 bit, this 2 bit, they are going to decide what will be the status of OC0 pin. So in case of this compare output match, 2 bits are indicating 0 1. At that time, OC pin will toggle whenever count reaches to its maximum value, or in other words we can say whenever OC 0 interrupt flag is set. We can observe that initially this OC0 pin is 0. At first time when OC0 flag is set, it is becoming logic low to logic high. After second interval, again it is becoming logic low. We can also observe that time period generated for first, second, third and fourth interval are different. It depends on output control match register, that from which value timer count register will count and for how much interval counting take place. So by loading different value, we can generate different time interval in CTC mode. TIMSK and TIFR registers are common for all three timer. TIMSK, that is timer counter interrupt mask register. So over here we can observe this bit 0 and bit 1, that is for timer 0. Middle 4 bits, that is for timer 1, and bit 6 and bit 7, that is for timer 2. Similar is the case with timer interrupt flag register. So timer overflow flag, which is cleared by hardware when the interrupt service routine is executed or by writing 1 to the flag, and OCF flag. So these two bits are for timer 0, middle 4 bits are for timer 1, and bit 6 and bit 7, that is for timer 2. So in TIMSK register, timer overflow interrupt can be enabled or disabled, as well as by using bit 1, output compare match interrupt can be enabled or disabled. So if we set this bit, interrupts will be enabled. If we clear the bits, then interrupt will be disabled. If interrupts are enabled, then only these flags are of use, and based on them we can use our timer for generating various signals. In TIFR register also, timer overflow flag, when this is the indication of timer overflow. So whenever this bit is 0, that means timer is not overflow. But the moment this bit is set in this TIFR register, timer 0 has overflown. Whenever timer is going from FF hex to 00 hex, in that case, timer overflow flag will set. So, in programming of the timer, one need to monitor this flag, which is indication that timer is rolls over, and based on that condition, some decision can be taken. Similar things happen with bit number 1, that is OCF, output compare flag. So whenever this bit is 0, that is indication that compare match did not occur. But the moment the bit is set, the meaning of that thing is compare match is already occurred. Other 6 bits are for timer 1 and timer 2, and they will be useful in programming of timer 1 and timer 2. For timer 0 programming, only bit number 0 and bit number 1 of TIMSK and TIFR registers are useful. We can summarize timer registers as well as timer this way. All 3 timers of AVR Atmega 32, they are having 10-bit prescaler. They can work as pulse width modulation, frequency generator, event counter, and output compare. All 3 timers are having 4 different modes of operation: normal, clear timer on compare match, that is CTC, phase correct PWM, and fast PWM. In addition to this major similarity, they are having certain minor differences. Timer 0 and timer 2 are 8-bit timer, but timer 1 is 16-bit timer. Timer 1, it can work as 2 different 8-bit timer also. It is having input capture mode, as well as there are 2 channels for output compare match. So with this minor differences, all 3 timers, their functionality is almost similar. Modes of operations are same. That's why their programming is also similar. Only when we are doing programming of timer 0, we should use timer 0 registers. For other timers, we need to use registers associated with those timers. So in next part, we are going to look at how we can do the timer programming for AVR Atmega 32 microcontroller.